Yeah, I mean, my head's moving in the way that their hinge was moving. That's cool! Removal of clothing. Walk in front of the camera. Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield, and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're here taking a look at CORTIS in their track Red, the official music video. There's a chance we may have a dance practice, not sure. I don't know if this is a title track or what, but I'm here for a good time to see what sound we have here. I'm ready, let's go. Fun. That's chaotic. Okay, I thought that was an option while they were hitting. Nope, it was another member. Red. I know. With the slow-mo. Oh man. Yeah, starring CORTIS. Oh man. Get it, got it, good. Wow, okay. Part of me really hopes for a visual. Quite simply, what would they do to a song like this? There's like an unpredictability about it, right? Huh. Man, I feel like out of the music videos we've seen, this one feels the most CORTIS coded for what you experience when you catch glimpse of their behind the scenes stuff, or when you see their vlogs that they do when they post them, right? I don't know. I'm curious about y'all's thoughts, but it's like it works because it's them for what we've experienced with them, right? I can probably see it where they're like, okay, go and act a fool at this at this restaurant. Be kind to the equipment, but you don't have to be kind to each other. And that's what happens, right? And then of course a little party in front of our guy. I thought was fun. So I'm here for this. They have a performance film out so soon. Here we go. I do find these fun. Yeah, I mean, my head's moving in the way that their hinge was moving. That's cool! Oh, man! So there is a dance. Good. Very fun. That was so fun. Okay, I think it was a very specific instance I really, really, really liked. I think it was like right over here. This part right here. Oh, I loved it. Watch. Oh, that. And they're right there! I thought that was a fantastic switch cut. Right? So if we go frame by frame, let's have a little. Let's see if I can actually do this. It'll be hard. If I go zoom here, I'm gonna slow it down because they're still in the frame. They cut it right here. There. That was so smooth though. I think they cut it absolutely right there. I thought they did a fantastic job on that. Wow, man, this is really cool. And knowing Courtis is going to have dance practice, and it's probably going to be really funny, and they're going to keep the camera rolling. We're going to wait for the dance practice. But I like how they shot it in so many different areas within, like, a shopping mall and on the street. Like, it was fun. This is really, really fun. And I think it ties well to a Go, right? Like, having a conceptual performance film just like a random part of town, you know? It just gives a really fun side to it all. Yeah, and side note, we know that Street Fighter is coming this fall, and it's with performance directors, and part of me now is thinking about staging of things. It would be a really fun challenge to just give everybody a single camera, and then you have to create a fun concept with just a single camera. Like, yes, this looks so simple, and it's not. So far from it. And it just makes me curious about the kind of gear that they have to film this. Do they just have a single camera and they're just setting it up in different places? Because it gives that impression. It also gives CCTV kind of like positioning, not the actual camera. But then also it could be high production, but it's framed like something of lower production, because that is a skill set to have as well. So it just, I don't know, my brain's just churning in that way. And I'm this pocket right here. The locking up of the torso to have these tension accents. Yeah, we're gonna need to see a dance practice to see how they connect all that together. Well, I'll be. We got a dance practice. Let's go. Nice. I wonder how heavy or how loud the bass is in that room. Because they're far away from the camera, but that camera's getting affected by the song. I like this part a lot. Nice. Nice. I like that they're clean enough where they're together, but not squeaky clean where they're going to be known for synchronicity. I like that you see the individuality of how people want to approach the dance. Ah! Red. Yeah. The heel toe that we were seeing there was cool. Goodness. So glad. I'm so glad it's not over. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Getting some water, as one does. I wonder how many takes they had to do. Removal of clothing. Walk in front of the camera. That was good. He had really good aim, too. That was a crisp slap of the jacket. All done.
You gotta do something cool.
Gotta do something cool.
Green. Oh, that's cool. Green!
Look, it's green.
그러면 스포 해야겠다. Should remove. 뭔지 알지? Should remove. 여기서 끊어주세요.
That was really anticlimactic. That was funny. Okay. Cool. All right, here we go from the top. I'm going to do probably 0.65. Wow. That's what I mean by being clean, but also being individualized. You can tell based on how they're projecting their energy. I like the turn, redirection. I like how they interpreted that their own way. I like the toss on that. The toss down is nice. I like the contributing dynamic, where they're all matching dynamic. The tap, since the add-on's nice, they drop it low, pull back like a little rock away, but it's still really stiff. And then they swing it across, and then we add on more members, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I love that. The hip ball change, which is nice. I like that it starts from the back, traveling across to that stage right side. Then the hinge around is nice with the arms. We ball change it. Very rigid in the rock on that, creating a nice contrast to the speed change we're seeing there. And then we double it up, tossing it down, tossing it up. Once again, nice. Head, here we go, and 1. The stiffness of the torso for this is really, really interesting because it's such a tricky thing to do and get it to where it looks like a hinge, right, that you have on a door. It gives that kind of impression, and I really like how it read cinematically, and I like how they transitioned into it here. I like the fact that their brand is coloring outside the lines, right? Because if they were all squeaky clean and doing everything the exact same way, then that would kind of be counterintuitive to the entire concept of the group. So that's why I'm like, I like that they're able to show that we've practiced and we're doing everything, like the choreography, to where you can see what it's supposed to be, but it's not done so differently that you lose the integrity of the intention of why it's there, right? Like there's a happy medium that can be expressed with that. So I like that you have that. The arm swings with the legs are nice, and then we end up sending it off one side to another. I like the speed change there. The dynamics are really clear, and I'm very appreciative of them. They're so readable. They have a repeat of that with this rev around of the arms, and then they send it one side to another, sending it back. The tosses are nice. I like the energy of that. And 2 body rolls and the ee. They make the song more palatable. And then they cross it. So let me see what's happening here. They're using this as a transition. Most likely they're placing their weight, rebounding it off of the left side. Right? So the focal point leg would be more on their left side, but they have to use one of their legs to actually transition it. And also, this type of transition, there's 2 different styles. One would be you're facing the direction that you're going as you transition, and the other is what you see here, where it's like chess, where you notice that with chess, you have all of your, your knight and your king and queen and bishop are all facing the same direction. You pick it up and you move it, where directionally, it's facing the same way, but it's moving in depth across the space. That I call that more of a chess-like transition. Is it called that? I mean, no, but I'm going to call it that way because it makes sense to me. And hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier for you to remember the difference between the 2 different types of transitions. It's really fun. But I really like how you have the shoulders on this part. That's what's controlling this moment more so than the hands, because the hands would make it too big. So you have to engage the back in order to make this have a restrictiveness to it, or a fullness to it. So the swing is nice. So they're switching between the ball and the heel, and they make it both heels. Then they drop it to such a subtle contrast of the chest with this pickup compared to your feature. It's really nice. Like, this is 0 to 100, that kind of energy. This right here, you may have seen it from the, Kendrick Lamar, They Not Like Us, that kind of style. So I thought that's fun. So you may have seen like a cultural reference like that. I don't know if they did that because of him, but I do like the placement of that. It's a good transition. And then I like from there, they end up doing it as the rock back on that. And then they end up isolating it with the knees going out in, with the balls of the feet. I like the isolated side of it with the hips isolating from, separating between the upper body and the lower body. So the arms swing around, and then they rock away. What's a rock away? You're rocking away. So I do wish that we had more of a rock, but also, to kind of devil's advocate that own thought, the rigidness of it, or the lack of groove, helps justify the idea, if that makes sense. So I find that to be really fun. Because, let's talk about it. Oof, okay, this is fun. This thought. Remember, I'm just one opinion of many. When you think about the type of, auto-tune impression of the track, like how much it's saturated in the track, like the whole thing is digitized. If you have a really groovy pocket of timing or pocket of sound, if you have that, then having a groove would be necessary in order for the musicality to complement each other. Because we have such an auto-tune saturated song, a rigidness in the body that makes it more closer to how you would see animation or see more of a robot style, where like if you think about a robot in media, or in day-to-day, because, we have not AI robots, we have robots. That's my point. Point being, the lack of groove justifies the auto-tune in the track because of how the auto-tune or the synths being used, how we normally correlate them culturally and in media. That's my point. It's a bit long-winded because I'm verbally processing on camera, so forgive me if that's a little too long for you. That's fine. All that to say, I like the fact that we don't have a groove in these moments because of what I just said. Anyway, moving on. We speed change it. Really nice. And you have that red. It's building it up. And I have a double tap on that, building up the timing. So I like that we had it on every other side. And then we ended up really creating a bigger and bigger and bigger, more extroverted moment. Here, we toss it up. And then I light the double. And then we send it back. All that's great. And they're traveling back. There's your head. Here we go. Send it away. They scoop it. And so instead of crossing and then sending it up, we're swimming. So it's a different dynamic with the arm. It's not as rigid. Let's switch it. That part. Ding, ding. We've seen that on Go. Which, if you think red and green, you're just missing yellow. And then you have your little stop light situation, right? That's red. This swing, switch it. The heel toe is really nice of addition on that, where you're keeping the upper body the same, but you're switching up the lower body. So we're creating variants. I like the hop with the hips on that. It's fun. Heel, what is that? That's a heel dig, but that's like a galloping heel dig. Which we see in house. I like the kick on that. They're like, hey, what's up? We're getting forward. It feels like we just gotta, what's the word? Oh my gosh, we just need not headbang, but we need to, I don't even know what to say about that. It just feels like they're including us in their shenanigans, which, would I want to be included? Probably not, but also I appreciate the fact that they extended the invitation. That's what it is. Let's go. And the toss is nice. I like the head on that where they all join in. Really big and subtle. And they made it really subtle at the top. That's fun. Really fun, I would say, for concert or a live performance if they're on the extended stage where they're able to run and frolic and they're able to do their thing here. There's your green. With back to the heel toe. Second time we're seeing this. Which provides variant to the first two times. Swing it back and we swing it around with the arms to complement it. That's kind of your go-to fingerprint. The kicks are really nice there with the arms. And then we body roll it. And then we send it. Notice that it's very sticky. And then they make it really big. Sticky. Really big. And then they body roll to the other side. Sorry, and then they hip hinge. I really, really like this transition. It's a whole vibe and a half, isn't it? Swinging it back, outside, we double it up, we toss it, and they go, here we go, teams galore. And then, of course, they have half of their dance practice is whatever they want to do. I would say some of it is They're making choices because they know that this excerpt is going to go on to the YouTube side as part of the dance practice. But I would also say part of it is very real. Like, this is how I genuinely feel, because you don't know if it's like your official take or not. You know what I mean? Because that would be the frustrating thing, is if you had to script your choices because you have to do it over and over and over again. This right here is, okay, we did it. I need a second to just not do it. We're brain breaking is what this is. And then we walk over, get some water, have our moment, walk across the screen. Where is he? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Here he is. He says, hey. That was a genuinely good throw. And then he has a Smashing Pumpkins shirt, which I find to be really fun. So I thought they did a really good job on it. And I'm going to safely assume that they were the contributors to the choreography, because that's kind of what they are known for, is they're self-producing through and through in the music and the lyrics and in the dance. But also, I know they probably get a ton of help, which might as well. I mean, don't hurt a good time. Like, it's always good to be collaborative outside of just yourselves, which I think could be very helpful, because you can quite easily run into redundancy in your concepts and in your choices of movement, which is why having outside perspective really helps. So all that to say, I like it. I think the song grew on me the more we watched it, in my honest opinion. I think the concept performance film was really cool, and how it showcased what you could see this viewed as cinematically. I thought was cool. I like the fact the music video didn't have really a lot of dancing, so the dance was more of a surprise. And then here, all you have is the dance, and then you have good vibes. So this was really fun. If you guys want to see any of my reviews outside of CORTIS or including CORTIS, and you want to see them as I make them, they're going to go on Patreon first, and then they will trickle on a schedule on YouTube. But yeah, I'm Jess, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye!